In what promises to be one of the greatest episodes of The Thunder Show, we are ready to rock it out. Hello everybody and welcome to Wine Library TV. I am your host, me, Gary Vaynerchuk, and this, my friends, this is The Thunder Show, and there is a lot of pent-up thunder because I have not been in the hot seat for a minute, and I'm thrilled to be here today, and I have an enormous checklist of things to get to today, but I'm going to focus on the wines first, because if I didn't scare you off already, now you got to watch this show, because I got about a checklist of like 30, Mott, you were going to be linking up your ass all day today. There's going to be a lot of link it up, Motts. We've got to draw 5 names, we've got to talk about the NCAA tournament, I'm announcing 2 more secret packs, I kept them low. Actually, I don't know the price points, Mott. Uh-oh, should we start all over? No, we'll figure it out. I know they're low, so, and I know they're free shipping. We'll just have to link them up and you have to figure it out. But I think one's like $19.99 in free shipping, and the other's like in the 30s. Uh-oh. It's getting wild already, baby. Big time show, and it's a total request live show today. 3 wines, all requested. The Columbia, the CMS from Washington State, from our good friends at Hedges. I'm not sure who requested it. Got lost in the shuffle, but the other 2 are requested as well. We'll get into those wines in 1/2 second. I missed you guys dramatically. I'm super pumped to be here. South by Southwest, insanity. You know, just insane. There was a million things going on with Twitter and a lot of blog links, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of that. And we'll talk about that more in the future. And France, just got back from South France, and I've got to tell you, I'm super excited about what's going on there in quality of wine-wise, but devastated about what's going on with the euro in the business sense. Glass is expensive, and so prices are on their way up, so I'm worried about that. But let's get right into the vinos, because that's what we're going to do. That's what this show's about, and then we'll talk about all the other ruckus and circus action going on. First wine, Freakout, 2005. It's a freak out. Napa White. 32% Sauvignon Blanc, 29% Chardonnay, 29% Pinot Grigio, and 10% Tokai Friulano. And this is a great little interesting wine. It's requested by Mike Tolerico. 17 bones, 92 points, Stephen Tanzer. Mikey T, here you go, my man. We are going to taste it for you. First, I'm going to rinse real good because I think all these glasses got dust on them as we were away for quite a while. I am so pumped to be back, Mott. It is hard to be away from the Thunder Show for me. I mean, look at this. This is old school He-Man right there, my man. Anyway, great golden color. You know, we talk about Hogan and Ric Flair's locks, but how about Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream? Let's use him today, as this golden color is just absolutely gorgeous. Let's give this wine a good old-fashioned, say it with me, Vayner Nation, sniffy sniff. Now, let's get into, like, white blends. I'm actually really excited that Mike asked for this wine. Very unusual blend. 3 grapes really dominating it. Pinot Grigio, Chardonnay, and Sauvignon Blanc. That's kind of unusual. And then 10% Tokai, which I assume is going to really help out the aromatics. 17 bones, very fair. 92 points, Stephen Tanzer. For a very conservative wine critic like Tanzer is, this is an exceptionally high score. So, I'm excited about trying this. The aromatics are not as interesting as I thought they were going to be on paper. With the Tokai at 10%, I thought that would really help out quite a bit. I'm getting a little bit of a star fruit kind of thing going on. There's a little hint of smokiness, almost like vanilla caramel action coming through on the nose, which is interesting. Makes me feel like the Chardonnay's 29 points are really pushing through. I almost get like yellow gummy bears coming through on the nose as well. If you, sorry, if you've never had any of those before melted down, you're missing out, and it's really coming through on the aromatics. Let's give it a whirl. This is made by Luna. I don't know if I pointed that out. I need to calm down. I'm a little too excited. But, come on, this is where you're supposed to be like, but then I get angry at you, right? Great acidity on the back end. Really nice flavor profile, good medium to full-bodied flavor, a lot of gorgeous lemon meets little hints of honey, beautiful like caramel kind of, the caramel thing is really riding through. Good like sugar cane meets lemongrass on the finish. There's an overall solid performance from this wine. It's very well made, and I like the fact that it holds this 14.4% alcohol under control. On the tail end, it feels like it wants to get a little hot, but the acidity is staying pure. Makes me think really like this is the kind of wine I would love to have with lobster bisque, for example. So if you're looking for a nice pairing. This wine is obviously probably going to be better a little colder. As you know, I drink all my white wines at room temperature to really assess the flaws, but I can see this wine really benefiting from being in the normal condition that you guys are going to drink the wine at. I like this wine. I think Tanzer got a little hooky on it, whatever that means, but I'm going to go 90 points on this wine. I'm going to go 89 plus. I'm not going to let my excitement for being back on the Thunder Show affect my scoring. So, you know, I'm going to go 89 plus on this wine. I think it's extremely well made. I think it's a little too hot and a little hollow in the mid-palate from getting me too crazy about it. But it's a well-integrated white blend that I think a lot of people could get on board with. And most of all, as you know, who cares? I'm really starting to get close to stop scoring. I know I'm going to freak you all out. Don't email me. My email's out of control. But, you know, I just really hope you're paying attention to the tasting notes, because I think for a lot of people, if you're really into the lemony kind of component going on, sugar cane and that caramel, I think you'll really enjoy this wine. Again, chilled, I think this could be a lot better. But most of all, you got to trust your own palate and try different things. And this is a different thing. This is a very unusual white wine. I like it. It's got some sugar sweetness kind of thing going on. So maybe for the people that are looking to move up from Riesling, this could be a little bit of an interesting kind of play. Let's move on. I'm pumped to be back. I'm pumped. I don't know what else to say. Missed it hard. Good old-fashioned wine from Washington State. This is from Hedges. This is called CMS. It's a Cabernet Merlot Syrah blend, hence CMS. This wine rolls in at 52% Cabernet, 44% Merlot, 4% Syrah, $10 US. Good QPR on paper. I love how they went to the throwback label. This is like classic 60s California labeling. Really, really cool. And I'm really excited about Washington State. I think you all know that I'm going to Washington for Taste of Washington, April 4th weekend. And more importantly, I always talk about Walla Walla. I was reminded by a great Vaniac that I need to start talking a little bit more about Red Mountain, and I agree. There's some great stuff going on in Red Mountain. And just all in all, Columbia Valley is like the workhorse area of Washington State, but I think still brings tremendous thunder at times. Hedges is a long-time producer in the area, one that I've always been following, and one of the first 4 or 5 vineyards, wineries that I carried, you know, along with the Hogue and the Columbia Crest back in the day when nobody was really speaking the language of W. And so I have a soft spot in my heart for Hedges, and I'm excited about trying this wine. Really good value, and I'm not sure who requested this, so I apologize. Great color. Let me pour a little bit out for all the Vaniacs that couldn't be with us, and for all the new Vaniacs that are with us. That was a good, solid pour, Mott. I think it got a little bit on your pants there. Sniffy sniff. Coming across with some awkward fruit. This has got a little bit of fakeness, a little bit of greenness. I'm a little concerned right off the biz at. I do get a little bit too much of a charcoal, sour, green vegetable kind of component. You know, I'm down with the veggies, but this comes across a little bit awkward for me. Little hints of blackberry coming through, dancing through on the tail end of the nose, which are interesting. Let's give it a whirl. Got some nice strawberries. It's working with a little bit of a black raspberry component. Big ups to episode 148 when I learned how to eat a black raspberry. When I first tasted black raspberry. There's some oak coming through. It's a little but actually the oak monster grabbed your wristband and you fought him off because the wristband is so powerful. Especially the new one. The lightning bolt like that. Charger fans could be on top of that. Anyway, a lot of people don't have these, Mott. Well made, well structured, and a good value for the category. I'm going to score this wine 87 points. I like it. It's serviceable. Good mid-palate. Nice transition on fruit. Almost like a black chocolate cocoa bar coming through on the tail end of the finish, too. Still tasting the sweetness. Well made, but service-like. You know, just, you know, nothing too extraordinary. It's a great alternative for so many of the under $10 Cabernet Merlot type wines that so many of you drinking. Rodney Strong, Yellowtail, you know, Kendall Jackson's Meridians, Callaways, Clos de Bois, you know, that whole category, that supermarket wine, you know, the Canadian Contingency, the stuff that you guys can find. You know, that stuff, that's what I'm talking about. It's a great alternative for that. I think some of the stuff out of Southwest France that I just tasted on this last week are more interesting wines, though with the euro, they're now climbing to be $12 and $15 against this $10 value. That's a whole nother little Vaniac alert for all of you. Domestic wines, I think, are going to start becoming more values because I'm really concerned about the pricing that we're going to be seeing out of Europe. But this is a good drink. It's New World fruit bomby a little bit, but not too bad, and much better than a lot of the Australian wines that are rolling in at this price point. I like how there's like a green cabbage leaf transitioning into like a sour cherry flavor that really kind of gives it its tone and its real global flavor profile. Black raspberries coming through again on the finish. Very interesting. Very solid. And I absolutely think a lot of people can enjoy this as a weekday school night wine. And I think it should be sought out. Good value. It's a good price. It's fun. All right, let's do a couple of things right off the bat. Mott, link it up. April 1st, April Fool's Day, we've got a pack. But what I decided to do, because so many of you were like, oh, it's a little expensive for me kind of thing going on, so I've broken it up. We're going to do 3 wines on the show on April 1st, but you will have the ability to buy the 2-pack, which I think is like, again, $32, I think, with free shipping, or the 1-pack, which is $19.99 and free shipping. I know, Mott, we're good peeps. We're not going to throw these in, though, like we did last time. I'm sorry. It's just not what we're going to do. But if you want to be part of the action and you want to taste along with me, as many of you continue to email me and want to do this, April 1st, we're going to do it. A 2-pack and a 1-pack, 2-pack and 1-pack. You like that? Opportunity. It's going to be a great show. This time I went with wines that I think I'm even more confident about. So I'm extremely, extremely excited about that. Please join me. Link it up. Please, please click. It's going to be an awesome show. Everybody who does it loves it. Bring new people over. We Vaniac party it up. It's awesome. Big shout out for tomorrow. Third Thirsty Thursday. The first one's tomorrow. I know a ton of you are doing it. Mott, link it up from the forums. I know a lot of people are doing their first one tomorrow. Super excited about that. Some big parties on the Northeast especially. That's where I guess the fan base is. That's really awesome. Also, Mott, link it up. Tomorrow is the NCAA tournament, which I love. March Madness. We created a wine library group on ESPN.com. If you want to join and be part of our thing, absolutely do that ASAP because tomorrow morning you will not be able to do it because the site crashes, all that stuff. So, Mott, link that up. The 2-pack. We talked about Thursday. South by Southwest. I fell in love, re-fell in love with Twitter. So if you're not following me, friend me up. That's somewhere over here. Gary V, G-A-R-Y-V-E-E. If you don't have a Twitter account, if you think it's stupid, I'm telling you, it is an absolutely phenomenal service. Having a lot of fun with it. So much fun that I'm creating something insane. I've got to bring it out. Mott, it's right over here. And you know what? Link it up too, just for kicks and giggles, because I'm trying to make you work today. Right over here, Santa Gary V. Santa Gary V, my Twitter account. Nobody's on it right now. We're going to ask you to join it and follow me. Every day or so, I'm going to put on the Santa suit and do something crazy, whether it's free shipping, whether it's wristbands, whether it's something that has nothing to do with wine because somebody contacted me and said, give away these free t-shirts to your Vaniacs. I feel like being Santa. I like the Santa man, and I really want to do more things for the community. I'm just so into what's going on with Wine Library TV and the Vayner Nation and the Vaniacs out there that I want to press it. I want to push it and do more, and I'm going to do that through Santa Gary V on Twitter. I know, but I'm telling you, if you follow it, it's going to be good for you. So that's up. And now, I'm going to announce Wine Blogging Wednesday. You don't know what that is? Mott, link it up. Wine Blogging Wednesday is an amazing thing that the wine bloggers of the internets, and that's what the Z folks, have been doing for a long time. It is absolutely my privilege, my honor, humbled to be a part of it. It's my theme, and we're going to do it on April 2nd, right after the secret pack. The next day will be the Wine Blogging Wednesday, which has been going on for years now, I feel like. Or it's just an amazing thing. Len DeVour doing great stuff, Len. You're rocking it out. And DeVour, you like that? That's how I roll with it. My theme is going to be French Cabernet Franc. So be a part of it. Wine bloggers, take it away. Don't be scared of the veggies, Mott. Mott made the face. He's scared of it. He's absolutely... I know you're scared of it. I knew you'd be scared of it. So we're doing that. I'm really excited about that. We talked about Twitter. We talked about the NCAA. Wine Blogging Wednesday. I feel good. We've got a lot accomplished on today's show. Let's get into the final wine. God, I'm all over the place today. I'm so pumped. Partal, 2001 Crianza. And this is from Bulas, which is a very interesting little area. Bulas is in the south of Spain. It's near Humida and Yekla, and given a DO status in 1994. This was asked to be on the show by Jason Bonds. This is 17 U.S. Jason, are you related to Barry? You think he is? Is that a combination of Jason Giambi and Barry Bonds? This is going to be a fruit bomb, isn't it? All steroid out. 17 bones, 90 points J. Miller. Again, Bulia is a very interesting area, and really making some interesting wines. So you look for that, the B-U-L-L-A-S, in that south Spain area. This wine is 60% Montestral, which is the big grape varietal from the area. 15% Syrah, 10% Tempranillo, 10% Cabernet Sauvignon, 5% Merlot, aged in oak for 12 months. And I'm excited about trying this wine. 17 bones, not inexpensive, but let's see what this wine's doing. And Jason, big ups for requesting this wine. Let's give it a sniffy sniff. Ooh, aromatically, very interesting. There's a little bit like a manchego cheese meets port. It's almost like a meal. It's almost like a port and a cheese coming through on the nose. I like the baked strawberries on a pan kind of thing going on. Little hints of black pepper. Very intriguing nose. Little hot in the alcohol, 14.5, and I think it could, possibly be a little bit higher. They're only putting 14.5. Let's give it a whirl. Great tannin structure. Wow, big fruit. Well balanced. The fruit is very fresh, which I like about this. Take a strawberry, put some pepper on it, and put it in the oven. Go a little Betty Crocker on that strawberry with pepper on it. Pull it out, scoop it up in a spoon, lick it. That's what this wine tastes like. And I'm down for it. It actually tastes like a New World Chateauneuf de Pape to me. It's got a little creaminess on the back end, a little creme fraiche. Very interesting. Really comes dessert-like. 17 bones. I feel like I could find other things like this, but I think J. Miller's in the area. I'm going to go 89 points. Nothing killed me today. Really interesting. I'm so jazzed up. None of the three wines destroyed me. The Partel is very well made, though. I mean, it's got good fruit. This could be a very big favorite for a lot of people. If you find yourself, kind of reminds me of taking an imaginary blend of Joseph Phelps Cabernet and topping it off with some Guigal Chateauneuf de Pape. I'm serious. If you've got those two wines and you can buy this and you want to fool around and be a little Mr. Wizard on my ass, I'm telling you, you might want to try that because that's what this wine really reminds me of. And I think that's compelling and appealing to a lot of different people. So it's a wine that I think a lot of people should go out and try because it's got the flavor profile that I think works. For me, it gets a little hot and a little too New World balmy, but I might even be a little bit tough on it just because I'm a tough guy like that. I'm going to go back and taste the white wine, something I've been enjoying lately and did a lot of while I was in France. Going back and tasting the white wines after the red wine is on my palate, especially a wine like this that has a little bit of fruit. Great acidity. Might have to save this for some oysters. Pulling out 5 names. These people will be lucky enough to join us with the Maniac Blend. Really excited about it. Better stop looking. There's one. You will be invited to come along and blend with me. Please contact Matt, email Matt, link it up for details. We'd love to see you there. And the 5 people, if any of you can't make it, we will pull out more names. The 5 names are Samuel Conti, Lisa Minshall, Donald Pipkin, Thomas Langen, and Paul Mengen. 74610 is customer. So, I'm going to be really excited in seeing you at Crushpad for the blending with me. When is that? April 9th or something like that? 11th? You can't remember, Matt. You don't remember, huh? You don't come through in the clutch. You're out of it, right? Are you just shocked to see me? Guys, thank you so much. Please contact Matt if you were called, and we will see you in California, hopefully. I'm sure he gave the details yesterday. And speaking of yesterday and the day before, some great videos, right? A lot of people coming through with collages. Thank you so much, guys. Awesome stuff. Loved it. But I noticed very low on the comment count, Mott. Very low. Under 100 yesterday, like first time ever. So I think people know I'm away. Maybe people are coming and chilling with us. Well, I'm back now, and I really, I know, you're going to say, Gary, you don't care about the comment count? I kind of do. I mean, I know. I'll still do it. Don't worry. It's not going to kill me. But I'd love for you to answer this question because I'm just curious. This is a real State of the Union kind of day for the Vaniac Nation. So here is the simple question of the day. What is the last wine you had? This is a question everybody should be able to answer. Lurkers, I'll give you the new wristband. I'm telling you. Come out. Come out. There's so many of you. And please, all the Vaniacs that come through, I appreciate it. Please leave an answer to today's question of the day. What is the last wine you had? And did it bring the thunder or was it a Paz? Because you, with a little bit of me, we're changing the wine world, whether they like it or not.